Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're having a really good day, and if you're not, let's make it awesome again. I've just realised out of habit I've just started the intro in the studio, but today's video isn't even supposed to be in here. So today's video is supposed to be on the discus tank. You can kind of see behind me, but yet again I've let it just grow stupidly out of control. The problem is I'm not in this room enough. So what I want to do today is something different to what we've got at the moment. At the moment there's loads of stems in the back, there's duckweed all over the surface. I want to cut back all the fast growing plants and get back to basics, keeping it open, keeping it really clear and, you know, looking better again. I mean, the camera does make the blacks blacker when I'm in the foreground, so it's not quite as gloomy as it looks. But you can see I've got these plants floating in here at the moment. Now that is Amazon swords. I've got 5 of them. They've been in here for a while since my last shipment from Tropica, and I got them because I really want to simplify the background. Just keep those nice big leaves in there, not too fast growing, not constantly trimming and not getting it look like this again. So let's just get on with it. So that was a pretty poor attempt at trying to get rid of the duckweed. The problem I've got is because the water level's too low, all the duckweed is caught in all of the plants, like everywhere you look. So I'm going to top the water up. It's going to need to be topped up anyway, just so I can siphon out all the crud at the bottom there. But then once the water's up, it should bring the duckweed out of the plants, scoop it more, plus I can take the plants out. I just need to get stuff out. Click subscribe. So I do this every time, and part of me thinks, you know, this looks like a fantastic underwater forest. I should just leave it. And yeah, it does look wicked, doesn't it? But look, that's not maintainable, is it? I need to get lots of this out because it looks really cool. It doesn't look like the sort of thing you want in your living room, though. You know, if you've got guests coming around and whatever, it just looks like a sort of overgrown mess. As hobbyists, it's something that we can appreciate because we love all that lush plant growth, you know, with the sort of spotlights coming through, which they're really cool. Oh, by the way, guys, the lighting for this is just 2x 20 watt LED floodlights. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested. They grow plants amazingly well, as you can see. I've also got them on the Angelfish Aquarium. You can hear my daughter screaming in the background, sorry about that, but you know, family home. But yeah, I've got to reduce it down, guys. It's getting silly, isn't it? And I keep saying this because it's kind of like I'm putting it off, and I'm doing that swinging thing again. Just get on with the job, MD. You have to see this, look. So I've just pulled up the sort of clump that was behind that main section over that side, and just look at the size of it all. And that's just half of it as well. They're all super healthy plants. I think I'm going to plant a lot of these back into the Angelfish Aquarium because they're so healthy. I mean, that grass, well, it's not grass, is it? It's Filter Nano, but it's just, well, that's not obviously because that's the bottom of the stems. If you look here, it's quite interesting. Stems only have the leaf, this rotundifolia by the way, they only have the leaves at the top, and then the bottom area, look, there's no leaves at all, so they just sort of, they grow without the leaves, and then the leaves grow near the surface where there's most light, obviously. There's the Filter Nano, look, oh, there's loads of it, it's so lush as well. Right, that's already, look now guys, cleared a ton of space in the background. It's still obviously very murky and blurry, but yeah, look at this lot. Look at it all. I'm going to have to sort of go and plant some of this straight away. That's awesome nano. And that's going to look so good across that middle section that we've got in the angel tank. I'm going to go and plant that now and some of this other plants as well. I can't plant all of it. It's just so much here. Oh yeah, I think that was a great shot. Look, that looks really cool, looping all the way across. That stuff is so long. Look, it starts there. It ends all the way over there. Now this is a 120 centimetre tank, by the way, so that's how much that stuff's grown. It looks cool though, liking that, good job. But guys, I've barely scratched the surface. Look, I've still got all these plants. Oh, I just poured water everywhere. I think I'm going to add a load of rotundifolia on the Freshwater Reef Aquarium. Right, straight away, that is looking fantastic. I really like that. Now, You know, the only problem with using these plants again in other tanks is we do run the risk of like all the tanks looking a bit samey, but I'm sorry, in my opinion, I just can't let them go to waste. I have to plant them, and more green the better. And that kind of looks like a volcano just erupting over the top. I can't do this. There we go. Whatever. It just looks like really cool now. I quite like that. Good move. So that's all the plants in the studio taken care of. I've got the Amazon swords down here in a bucket waiting to be planted. I think first thing I need to do though is trim out some of these Java ferns at the back there. They're just a little bit sort of scraggly, and that's the sort of area at the top there where I want those new Amazon swords to sit. So also this Hygrophila pinnatifida growing a bit sort of loose again, and I need all that foreground to just get cleared out. So on we go. On we go. What? Right, so believe it or not, that's looking a ton better, but we need to do a big water change on it now. Problem is, I've run out of dechlorinator, so let's go get some now. Right, yeah, we've got the water conditioner. The tank's starting to clear up already, actually. Anyway, we need to do a big water change. It's been so long since I've done a big water change on this. It's probably been about 2 months, to be honest. I've done little top-ups, obviously, from taking some water out, but, you know, let's get this water really clean. I'm going to go 50%. All right, okay, that's already starting to look really good. I mean, Kate just came in, my wife, and she said she didn't actually want me to put anything in the background, but what does she know? So I'm going to still put the Amazon swords in. I've got them down here in this bucket. So all I need to do now is take the rock wall off and plant them in. And these Amazon swords are actually from Tropica, so they're really nice, really good quality. And I've actually got 2 islands, if you like. There's like a gap in the middle between this section and this section. So I've got 5 in total, so I'm going to go 3 on this side and then 2 on this side, and just keep them sort of, I don't even know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. Come on guys, just look at the quality of those plants. I mean, you'd expect that from Tropica, wouldn't you? They're always so good quality. But anyway, let's get them in the tank. Well, that actually worked out perfectly, because you can barely see the Amazon swords poking over the top. Now that actually kept the wife happy as well, because she liked it how it was and was saying don't change it, but little does she know, it's all going to grow massive at the back over time. Now obviously that's okay, because it won't be like before. Before we had stem plants and we had the Vallisneria nana looping all over, so we won't get that from the Amazon swords. They will grow big, cover the area, but they won't take over. So don't get me wrong guys, I'm a big fan of a wildscape as much as the next person, but obviously what we've got to remember is that this aquarium is in my living space, and as such it needs to be a bit more presentable for the masses, and I think we've achieved that here. It's a much more stylized look, I think, and a lot more manageable and maintainable look in the long run. If you haven't already, click the like, click the subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.